You guys hear that? That chirping in the background? That's quarantine life, huh? Welcome to this episode of FefieAnn. I haven't posted in a while, I know. It's just, life happens. Everything's roller coaster-ish, and you just gotta go with the flow, right? So, with the background of Zazu, and he's chirping away, just gonna kind of go through a little conversation here. This shouldn't be a super long episode or anything like that, although I'm sure all of you love to hear me talk because I'm so good at it. So what have I been doing during this quarantine? I've started a lot of things. Fortunately, I wasn't laid off or lost my job. I know that's a lot of people. It's a very difficult situation, and I really feel for them. But fortunately, I've been okay. Pretty secure so far from what we know and from what we can tell. And I've been working from home, and crazy enough, I think there's been days where I don't leave home at all. Like, I'm thinking right now, I went to Target today. I had to go pick up some stuff. This girl's got to eat. But I was at Target, and on the way back, I was carrying everything, and then I was like, shoot, I need to go get the mail. I didn't go to the mailbox at all last week. And so I'm sure my mail lady really hates my guts, and I probably will do it tomorrow. I'll make that a mental note. But basically, it's been kind of just chilling at home. I've been cooking a lot. I feel like I've honestly lost a little bit of weight. Mostly because here at home, I have a higher propensity of cooking with higher quality ingredients, and I always include greens, except for tonight's dinner where it was just lasagna. But either way, I digress. I try to eat better. And I think, try to go for walks and even work around the apartment, cleaning everything, cleaning it again, and then, kind of get bored of that stuff. I mean, kind of unfortunate, but fortunately today I dropped coffee all over the place because Butterfingers here. And so I had to mop, which was quite exciting because it was something to do. But I think the most exciting thing I've done is that I sold furniture in my second, is, I guess, the guest bedroom. And it's going through this metamorphosis where it's going to become my office. Yay! I'm a simmer. I play The Sims 4 quite avidly, and I love to build. And here at home, I've kind of set myself up. I have a new laptop. I have my cooling pad, my really comfortable ergonomic mouse, and trying to get everything up on the monitor or whatever. And I even stream on Twitch. I guess that's the modern way to say it. I'm old, don't judge me. And, okay, I'm not that old. I'm under 30, but still old. Old compared to all these younger people. It's like, how old are you? I'm 21. Oh my. I remember when I was that age. It didn't get exciting after that. But we kind of took out all the furniture out. We sold it. It went to a good home because it was the furniture I've had since I was a child. I grew up with that. And so there was a little bit of sentimental value when it came to that. I tried not to cry. I didn't. I was a good girl. And so right now it's kind of just empty with the exception of my aerial yoga hammock that my boyfriend installed. I like to say I do a lot of aerial yoga. I know a couple of things. I am a scaredy cat, and I'm really scared of falling, even though it's probably aerial yoga is pretty secure. If you do it correctly, you're probably not going to get as hurt as bad as you think you would. But that's usually what's the critical factor is you kind of got to do it correctly. So I kind of have to be careful with my inversions and everything that I do so that I don't hurt myself. And then I'm also out of shape. So it's kind of hard to pull yourself up when your arms are like, what are you doing? Please stop. And so we did get that installed. And I've been shopping for furniture on my spare time, and I haven't found anything I've really liked. And I decided on a paint color for the walls. I bought the paint. I got the wrong finish, so now I got to figure that out. I think they let you return it. I want to say because I have returned paint before, but now I'm trying to remember. No, it was paint that yeah, I'm sure Home Depot will take it back. So I got to buy the paint again, and it works out because in my common area of the family, another thing that quarantine has done to me is to finally go back in there and spackle certain areas that needed spackling and sand it down and paint it and do all these big homeowner girl things that I'm like, I don't really want to do that. And, kind of just taking care of everything. Hello, everybody. We're just going to take a little bit of a quick break just so that we can hear from our sponsors, and we will be back shortly. Sitting on my computer, so hey, I'll just like open Sims and let me go build something and then put it on Twitch. And the 6 people that follow me will hopefully see it. And if not, whatever, it's there in the future. Maybe somebody else will want to watch it. And then I just have no excuse but to go into that guest room and keep on working. And I've gone in there and like I've thrown out old documents and things that are no longer needed. I've created a donation pile. Obviously, that I'm keeping it. I'm literally, what is it? Marie Kondoing. No, not that bad. But I'm taking out a lot of stuff. I think we've thrown out about 3 or 4 trash bags, and we're not done. I still need to go into the closet, empty it out, and kind of just go through the same thing and sort through everything, reorganize, decide what I'm going to keep, what can finally be donated or sold, whatever. Not the fun stuff, but it's still, it's entertaining. I think it's just been really weird, I guess. I mean, both of my parents are unfortunately sick. They're doing great, but they were diagnosed in a very short span from each other with cancer, various types of cancer. Different types of cancer. Oh my goodness. And so it's kind of just been a little challenging because I've had to try my hardest to stay away from my parents' house. And it kind of goes more for their safety than anything. It's tough. I think I was able to spend about a month because I wasn't fully quarantined, and if I was going in the office, you kind of cancel everything out. And I think I spent about a month where I didn't get a chance to see them. We would try to FaceTime, but they'll always go to is get on the phone and just give them a call. It's much easier, or send text messages or whatnot. And so, it's been really just weird. I guess that's the best way to describe it. They obviously haven't come up. None of my friends have been invited to come over, as I haven't been invited to go to their home either. It's kind of just the safety to make sure nobody gets sick, because the problem is you just don't want that. I do know people who've had it, who've got the Rona, and it was not a pleasant time. Personally, it's just something I don't want to catch. So if I do go out, I wear my mask, I wash my hands, wipe my groceries down with a Clorox wipe, whatever, wipe down door handles and everything else, just to kind of get myself as safe as I could probably be. I did have to go down to my parents' house because, as I said, this quarantine has just been mind-bogglingly strange. I did lose one of my feather babies I want to say it was about 2.5 weeks ago. Kiki passed away. It was really sad. She had an upper respiratory infection, and I took her to the vet. She was on antibiotics, but I guess it was her time, and we miss her a lot. But most importantly, she's at peace, which I ended up having to go to my parents' house to go bury her in the backyard. And then Zazu, who was bonded to her, is, as you guys can hear, he's doing just fine. He's adapted pretty well. He's, trying to get more social, arguably social with me, He's trying to bond with Coquito, who is a different species. He just wants to be friends, and he wants to be the bird of the house, and she also wants to be the bird of the house, and she's female. So I was looking at him. I said, "Good luck with that, buddy. She's just gonna bite you, and it's gonna stink." So that's what's been happening, and he's been trying to eat her food, and then she goes and she eats his. And no joke, the other day, they were both trying to one-up each other, and they were both eating each other's foods in each other's cages. And I was like, this is not how you win, guys. You're still eating each other's food, but they're eating yours too. You know what I mean? So it's all good. It's just quiet. Carlos is coming every other day, I want to say. So he's actually being very careful too. It's one of those from his house to work to back to his house, or he goes to my house, vice versa. There's no like in between. He's not the one in his household that's assigned to take care of groceries or anything that requires him to have to prepare. So we're still trying to be as safe as possible, which is what's important. And I kind of hope everyone else is doing the same thing too. Yeah. So, like I said, this is not going to be too long. There's not really much to say. I'm literally here home alone with my two birds, and even Zazu is already like, I'm done chirping for you, ma'am. You're good. I'm going to go eat or something. And he's munching on that cotobone. So, I hope everyone is safe and everyone is careful. And if you're at work or you're an essential worker, God bless you. And just take care of yourself. You know what to do. You probably know more than I do. And shout out to any of my nurse friends or medical friends who are frontlining this thing, and that's not fun. I can already tell. So everyone just does their part, and hopefully this will be done soon, and maybe we'll go back to some form of normalcy. And we'll see. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate you for supporting me and my podcast, and I'm sorry I've been kind of AWOL for a little while. I'm going to try to be better, but to be fair, I kind of can't post every single week. I think we're probably going to stick to about once a month. That's the goal. Hopefully we'll get there, and every listen counts. It just kind of gets the podcast out there. Everyone who wants to hear me talk. So I hope everybody has a great day or night. Not sure when you're listening to this. And again, take care of yourself. And I shall see you soon.